Ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed one of the most brutal reality checks in sports history. And it didn't come from a coach, a commentator, or even a rival player. It came from Ice Cube himself, standing at LAX airport, delivering a 7-word sentence that absolutely destroyed years of carefully constructed hype. "I'm not in the business of losing money." That's it. That's the quote that just ended Angel Reese's entire narrative. But before we dive into this absolute carnage, let me paint you the picture of how we got here. Picture this. It's 2023, LSU just won the championship, and Angel Reese is everywhere. I mean everywhere. Late-night TV, magazine covers, TikTok going absolutely viral. She crowned herself the Bayou Barbie and turned college basketball games into her personal fashion shows. Reebok jumped in fast. We're talking major campaign, centerpiece treatment, the whole 9 yards. For a hot minute, and I mean a hot minute, the world bought in completely. Social media was eating it up. She was strutting around like she owned the future of women's basketball. The empire looked real, people. But here's the thing about empires built on smoke and mirrors. Eventually, someone turns on the lights. And in 2025, those lights came on bright. Empty arenas, underperforming deals, ugly shooting nights that made fans cringe. And sponsors? They started quietly backing away like they were escaping a house fire. Then came the moment that changed everything. TMZ catches Ice Cube at LAX. You know, the man who turned NWA into a global phenomenon, built movie franchises, and knows exactly how to monetize attention better than almost anyone on the planet. And what does he say about Angel Reese? There will be no deal put in front of Angel Reese anytime soon. But wait, it gets worse, because Ice Cube didn't stop there. He went full nuclear option. He explained that the Big Three's $15 million offer, yes, you heard that right, $15 million, was created exclusively for Caitlin Clark. Not a shared package, not a whoever takes it first deal. Custom built for one person only, and that person wasn't Angel Reese. Sponsors told us Caitlin moves the needle. That's it. Boom. That single sentence just shattered every illusion about Angel Reese's so-called market power. Let's talk numbers, because this is where the hype train doesn't just derail, it explodes. Caitlin Clark in just 50 WNBA games has already tied for the third most triple-doubles in league history. 50 games. She's rewriting record books before her rookie contract even finishes. Her games double or triple average WNBA ratings. Entire arenas sell out just because her name is on the lineup. Families plan vacations around catching her play. Meanwhile, Angel Reese can't even half-fill her own arena for an LSU exhibition. That's not just a Gap, people. That's the Grand Canyon. Merchandise? Clark's jersey isn't just selling, it's dominating. Top 3 across the league. Resellers flipping them like limited edition Jordans. Reese's merch? Barely a blip on the radar. But here's where it gets absolutely insane. Remember the All-Star Weekend in Chicago? This was supposed to be Angel Reese's moment. Chicago was her turf. The Bayou Barbie was supposed to own that stage. Caitlin Clark was injured, sidelined, not even touching the floor. And yet, she turned the entire weekend into a Clark festival. Fans packed the streets for her like she was Michael Jordan returning to the United Center. Crowds screaming her name while Angel Reese was technically there, smiling for cameras, doing PR rounds, but she wasn't the story. She wasn't even a footnote. Chicago flipped on its head, and Clark owned it without playing a single possession. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference between branding and authenticity. Now here's the part that will blow your mind. Remember that $15 million offer from Ice Cube? The one that was exclusively for Caitlin Clark? She turned it down. Do you understand how absolutely insane it is to walk away from $15 million for 10 games? That's $1.5 million per game. That's superstar leverage. That's billionaire energy. Clark can say no to $15 million because she's already printing money with Nike deals, Stanley Cup partnerships, and the soon-to-launch CC1 signature sneakers. She dictates the market. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is still scrambling for scraps, still chasing deals that don't stick, still hoping for a moment that never comes. Look, I'm not here to kick someone when they're down, but we need to talk about basketball reality. When you're shooting 33% from the field, those double-doubles start looking like padded stats. You can't trick scouts. You can't trick sponsors. Empty seats and clanking shots paint a clearer picture than any PR campaign ever could. Ice Cube put it perfectly. I'm not in the business of losing money. 7 words that ended every argument. It wasn't bias. It wasn't personal. It was about money. Clark brings it in. Reese doesn't. Case closed. While Angel Reese is fading with every missed shot and quiet sponsorship exit, Caitlin Clark is building something much bigger than endorsements or records. She's building a legacy. She's setting herself up as the face of the league, the heartbeat of women's basketball, the cultural icon that sponsors and fans can't get enough of. Clark is stacking wealth, history, and relevance in real time. This is the difference between hype and substance, between flash and fundamentals, between being loud and being legendary. Angel Reese built her brand on noise, and no matter how loud noise gets, it always fades into silence. But legends echo forever. Caitlin Clark isn't just winning games, she's winning the future. And Ice Cube's $15 million reality check just made that crystal clear to everyone watching. The question isn't whether Clark will dominate women's basketball, she already is. The question is, how long will it take everyone else to catch up to a game she's already won? That's all for today's video, family. If this opened your eyes to what's really happening behind the scenes in women's basketball, please hit that like button. It helps the algorithm push this content to more people who need to see it. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're just getting started with these deep dives into sports drama. And seriously, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Angel Reese can make a comeback, or is Caitlin Clark just on a completely different level? I want to hear from all of you. Until next time, keep it real, and I'll see you in the next one.